Queen will commemorate the day she became monarch by visiting the estate where her father died. The 95-year-old monarch has arrived at her Sandringham Estate in the east of England, where she will stay until February the 6th. The date is significant as it marks the anniversary of King George VI's death in 1952, when he was 56 years old, and also the day Princess Elizabeth became Queen. The Queen's accession day this year marks the beginning of her Platinum Jubilee year, in which she will celebrate 70 years on the throne. This year, though, there will be added significance because it will be the first time she has commemorated her father's death since her husband, Prince Philip, passed away last April. It was the Duke who told his wife, then Princess Elizabeth, the devastating news of her father's death. They were on holiday in Kenya at the time. The evening before, the Queen had been taking pictures of the incredible wildlife from their treetop hideaway, including baboons, elephants, and even a warthog. The couple got ready to depart for the next stage of their tour, which should have also taken them to New Zealand and Australia. Back in England at Sandringham, the King's staff were preparing to wake him for the day. Despite his recent bout of ill health, he had been happy the previous day and had even been on a shoot with a friend. His final acts were to play with his two grandchildren, Charles and Anne, and have dinner with his youngest daughter, Princess Margaret. James MacDonald, the King's valet, realised something was seriously wrong with the monarch when he ran him a bath and he didn't wake as he usually did. The doctor was called to the palace, who confirmed the sad news that King George had passed away in his sleep. But the couple's secluded and isolated location meant it was almost impossible to break the terrible news to the princess that her father was dead. Journalist Granville Roberts, who was covering the royal tour, was the first person to receive the news in Kenya. He immediately told Prince Philip's private secretary, Commander Michael Parker, who tuned into the BBC to confirm the news. The Duke of Edinburgh had been taking an afternoon nap and was stunned when he was woken and told the sad news. And Prince Philip now had to work out how he would tell his wife the tragic news that the father she adored had died and she was now Queen. Rather than tell his wife in a formal setting, Philip took her for a walk in the grounds of the lodge they were staying in. It was a private moment for the couple while Elizabeth could be alone with her husband during her moment of grief. Ever aware of her public duty, Elizabeth immediately discussed the practicalities of her return to England, but she also asked for an hour alone in her room. The Queen's return was delayed for several hours due to a storm. Her staff also realised her morning outfit had already been sent on by plane to the next stop on her royal tour. When the royal plane touched down in London, a black dress was brought on board for her to change into before she emerged to the full glare of the press and public.